A buddy of mine owns the Richie Miller owns the CNS outdoor equipment over there in Argus.
Okay.
He, on Saturday, he asked if we were broadcasting the
All right, good evening and welcome to tonight's coverage of Culver Cavaliers football on RTC TV4. Tonight the Cavaliers are on the road at Knox High School to take on the Redskins. Good evening, everybody. Steve Stricker here. We got a full house with us tonight. Shane Lowry is going to be helping me out on the call. We got Chris Stevens running camera for us tonight. Got Phil Dean running the camera. And we got Marquez Anderson. He's in here. He's going to be bouncing back and forth. He's working his way into the production crew here at Culver. So, Shane, welcome.
Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. It's quite the honor for RTC4 to give us the chance to broadcast Culver Community Athletics. So, you know, I speak on behalf of the whole Culver community. We're happy to carry on the tradition of RTC4, and bring you Cavalier football action.
Yeah, it's exciting, the growth that we're going through. Really been a fun couple weeks going down there. I've been full-time down there for a couple weeks now, and tell you what, it's fun, it's challenging, I feel like a fish out of water at times, but this is the gravy on top of the potatoes, if you will, right here. Getting to come out, call a football game. I've been a volleyball game at Rochester on Tuesday. Did a soccer game at Argus last night, and here we are at Knox in this beautiful press box covering some football tonight. And Cavs are going to have their hands full, aren't they?
Yeah. You look at just the numbers right now on your video feed, and you look at our Cavaliers on the other side of the field there. We're going to be small in number but mighty, and every time you come over to Knox, this is what you get. You're going to have to bring your best. And Coach Hendricks has built up a program here coming over, and we got to be ready for them.
Well, Knox is going to be angry too. We saw the game last week here with the Rochester Zebras, and much the fashion that Culver lost to South Central, Knox lost in the last waning minutes here at home to Rochester by a score of 12-7. So they're coming in with a 1-1 mark. They're going to be hungry and upset. The Cavs had a chance. They led the entire game.
33 seconds.
And lost the game in the last waning seconds with a South Central touchdown. They just kind of ran out of steam. The quarterback for South Central was 6'2" and 235. And I think he just wore them down.
Yes, and that's where, 225 fullback Patrick Dawson today, they had a little preview of what that's going to be like to try to stop that size. So hopefully the Cavaliers practiced up this week and have the philosophy of low man wins, because I definitely don't want to meet that guy shoulder to shoulder.
Well, we've got just a few seconds left here to go before the teams take the field for the opening kickoff. So we're excited to be here at Knox. Thank everybody here at Knox High School, Mr. Phil Owens, Jim Landrum, all the folks here that have helped us out. We've been here twice with RTC this year already, and we got 2 more trips over here later in the year. So we're going to end up filming as many games here at Knox High School this year as we do our partner schools at home for the season. It's kind of one of those things with Rochester, Culver, Pioneer, and I believe Caston is going to be coming over here as well. So teams lining up. It's going to be the Cavaliers kicking off to the Redskins as we get started here from Knox High School.
Looks like freshman Tucker Fisher will be kicking off for the Cavaliers. Last week it was Tyler Rogers. So freshman taking over in the kicking department for the Cavaliers.
And we saw Fisher come into the game when Ziadja got hurt on that long run. Played quarterback for, I think, a whole series almost, and did really well. Short kick, fielded, and is going to be brought down at about the 32-yard line for the Redskins. That's where they're going to start their first drive here of the game.
Looking at the Redskins, Zach Rose is the quarterback, number 5. Leading the offense. They had some rumblings of some changes with a couple personnel decisions that they've had this week in Knox. Same thing with Culver. Culver has a couple players injured.
And he gets around the outside. He's at the 45 and brought down just inside across the 50-yard line. Nice run to start the game. That's number 84 for the Redskins.
Caleb Jones for the Cavaliers pushes him out of bounds.
And that's Jared Prater. He plays more of a wing back or receiver position normally for them. A little sweep to the outside and picks up big yardage and gets a first down right out of the gate.
That's one thing talking to the coaches. Can't give up big plays. That was one of Coach Zahner's scouting report factors.
And they're going to go inside. Good job there by the Cavaliers. They get bottled up, and that's their
Sam Schaller and Tyler Rogers there on a tackle.
So 2 yards on that one, 1 yard on that one, so it brings up a 2nd and 9.
You look at the series here, Knox is leading 23-9 this series over the last 32 years, so Cavaliers are in enemy territory.
Good opportunity here. The quarterback is back, and he goes down, and he's all the way back at the 23-yard line, so big break for the Cavs. It's going to bring up a huge 3rd down and long for the Redskins.
Look like Damian Sullivan there getting in the backfield. Looked like that could have been a called blitz by Coach Hollenbaugh.
Well, I did some long snapping when I was in school, and I sent one over our punter's head. And that is a bad feeling because you know as soon as it comes off your hands, that was a bad snap. And brings up 3rd and 34 here for the Redskins. I don't think they have too many plays in their book. They're going to gain 34 yards.
Oh, threw it behind him.
And
good
an incomplete pass for the Redskins. So with that big play on the missed snap, they're going to have to punt on the first drive of the game.
8. So that's Peyton Schuyler back to punt. Caleb Jones deep for the Cavaliers. This is one of the things Coach Zahner talked about was field position.
Punt fielded about the 42, and he mishandles it, and fortunately another Cavalier was there to get on top of it.
Sharp play by Donovan Ziadja.
That's the quarterback Ziadja saving the bacon of his punt returner.
Now the Cavaliers have one lineman, Drake Gross, that's injured. He's out for the season, so they've had to move a couple of people around. Owen Keller looks like is in the lineup on the right side of the line there. Ziadja had a little mishap in the second quarter last game, kind of hyperextended his knee, so he's a little gimpy, big knee wrap on there, so we'll see what he can do leading the offense.
The Cavaliers in their 3-back tight set. 1st and 10, they're starting on the 39-yard line on their first drive of the game. Little motion there early and nothing going on the first play. Maybe a yard on that one. Let's see what they give them.
If that doesn't look like it.
That was Zach Dittmeyer, the junior. They're going to put him just short of the 40, so they're going to call it 2nd and 10 for the Cavaliers.
Offensive keys from talking to Coach Zahner was no 3-and-outs and limit turnovers, so we'll see what the Cavaliers do this series here, see if they can stay on task with his keys.
2nd and 10, and the handoff off the right side and picking up almost 5 yards was number 26, Caleb Jones.
It's nice to see Jones hit the hole and turn up the field instead of try to string it outside.
They're going to mark him down at the 44, so that's going to leave a 3rd and 6. Yeah, just call it 5+ right there.
5+, yep.
So, yeah, you said the Cavs don't want to give the ball right back to the Redskins, so they're going to have to do well here on 3rd. Tight set, handoff off to the left side, nothing going there for
Jalen King, number 20 on the run there. Not very much, maybe a yard.
So he's wearing, they got Blake listed on there. I knew that wasn't him.
Blake Thompson's number 30, Jalen King's 20. I'm going to throw Tammy Shedrow under the bus. She's got to get that roster right, especially for Harold.
Yeah.
Okay, you got Tucker Fisher set to punt. You know, you look at a game of field position, You know, we didn't give anything up where they're going to get the ball at midfield. It's nice to see that they can start them a little bit deeper. Great punt by Fisher.
Crick
Cavaliers cover that.
gets back to the 35, loses his helmet, and the Redskins are going to start there on drive number 2.
Jalen King and Sam Schaller on the tackle there. Good coverage by the Cavaliers.
So we're just getting started here from Knox. We got 8:18 left to go in the first quarter. Knox is getting set for their second possession of the game. They're going to start on their own 25-yard line.
Some defensive keys for the Cavs was no big plays. We give up that first play there on their first set and get off the field. No third and long conversions.
And there's a lot of room around the right side for Prater.
Another big play. That's his second of the game there.
And he gets almost 15 all the way down to the 40 for Jared Prater. So their big back, Patrick, is he in?
They said something about him on the line, so look for number 22.
I'm looking here on the tight of, no, that's 2. And there's a little counter play and a good gain of about 8 up the middle on that counter coming back to the left. That was 37, Naprikowski on the carry. Bringing up a short and second down play and about 2, maybe 3.
Cavaliers have Zach Dittmeyer and Hunter Lout on the inside there. I'm sure their key is the big back out of the backfield. Oh. Good coverage out here.
Josh Alexander mishandled this, the flip, but was able to get across and pick up the first down for the Redskins.
Yeah, we can't arm tackle like we tried there on the bottom side here. We have to square them up, send them back. Got to improve.
So Redskins on the Cavaliers side of the field at the 47-yard line with a 1st and 10. Another high snap handled well by the quarterback, number 5, Zach Rose. Squirts ahead for almost 7 yards.
Jake Fisher.
Well, right now, Shane, they're getting some chunks. And
yep, that's definitely not what the scouting report said.
Cavs are going to have to tighten things up. They're going to try the right side there, and a nice job by Tucker Fisher.
Yep, and then Sam Schaller closing that hole down there, forced him into Tucker.
Fisher doing what the end is supposed to do. He turned it back up, and Schaller was there to close things down for the Cavs. Still got about 6 on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 4.
I'm going to put our man Q behind me on this. He needs to find where 22 is out there so we can report on it.
Yeah, I've been looking. I don't see him anywhere.
I don't either, and I'm looking down on the sideline. Look on the sideline for us, Q.
Oh, big play, but he still drags him ahead. That's number 33. Is that Fisher?
Yep.
Jake Fisher.
Jake Fisher, 33.
Hit him in the backfield, but he drug him for about 2 yards and gets the first down. The one thing that I was always told, when you make that contact, you got to stay on your feet and keep driving through the runner.
That's why you keep your feet going there.
Yeah,
on those.
He was able to drag Jake just because he went off his feet.
Got to use those tackling muscles. 84 again, big play.
Prater all the way down
there.
Inside the 5-yard line is Prater, and
Ziaja had to get him by the back of the collar. They got a flag on the play.
Well, if Prater's going to run like that, I'm not sure what's going on with Patrick, but man, they're not going to miss him if Prater's going to run like that.
Yeah, no.
So what did they do on the penalty?
Looked like half the distance there.
Okay. Well, it's one of the shortest face mask penalties you're going to see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see toughness here. That offensive line for Knox, that center is good size.
So they got a 1st and goal on the 2-yard line, and they're going to go right up the gut. Big play, but he gets through. That was Zach Dittmeyer with the initial contact, but the runner drove on through. So Knox gets on the board early here with 5:26 left in the first. Shane, who took that in? Did you see?
I thought it was 61, but that says an offensive lineman, Christopher Chandler. But like I said, they were talking about making some changes.
Oh, there's a big block on the extra point attempt.
Damian Sullivan.
Well, he's doing me proud right there with the old number 24. Gets the block on the PAT attempt. So after the Knox touchdown, blocked PAT with 5:26 to go, it's the Redskins with the lead, 6-0. We're going to take a quick break. The Redskins, like I said, lead 6-0 over the Cavaliers. You're watching Culver Cavaliers football on RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, welcome back to RTC TV4's coverage of Culver Cavaliers football coming out of the break. The Redskins are going to kick off after scoring the first touchdown of the game. We got 5:26 left to go. Steve Stricker here with Shane Lowry. Got Chris Stevens running the producer's board for us. Phil Dean on the camera. Marquez Anderson helping out as well. So the Redskins with the kickoff.
Little information for you, Steve. That 61 is not Christopher Chandler. That is
61.
Dawson Patrick. So their big boy was the one that scored that last touchdown. He's wearing 61 tonight, and I'm sure it's probably a lineman number because he's running some line for him.
Okay. Patrick. Well, that was odd not seeing him in there.
Yeah.
And
of course, you know, we can't tell what I mean, from up here, it's another lineman if you're not wearing the right number.
He's that big too.
Yeah.
That he looks like a lineman. So Cavaliers get the ball across the 30-yard line, and they're going to start 1st and 10 here on their second drive of the game. Still trying to find the first down, and they're going to go inside on this one.
Picks up about 4 yards there. Zach Dittmeyer.
Nice little inside run there. So if they can do that again a couple times, they'll be in good shape. They're still trying to find that first down.
Trying to get my wits about me here on the Culver offensive side. We have some people moving around. Yeah, Carter Stevens is running tight end for the Cavs.
2nd and 6 now here for the Cavs from the 35-yard line. Quick inside handoff again. And that was Dittmeyer again on the run. Picks up a couple, so it's going to bring down another 3rd down and 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 yards.
You know, and with our offense too, with as much as we're going to smash mouth run the football, you almost have to pick 3.5 to 4 yards up a play if you're going to grunt, grunt, grunt. I mean, you can't be 3rd and 4 or 5 every time.
Yeah. So just across the 35 here, 3rd and 4 for the Cavs. Ziadj is going to check up with Coach Zahner right there.
7 seconds on the play clock.
Not a lot of time, but they're still nice and relaxed. Straight up the gut again. The second effort there. It looks like you're going to get the first down.
Push that pile. Good job.
Gets all the way out, almost to the 45-yard line.
That'll move the sticks there.
And
pick up their first down.
That was Dittmeyer again on the run. And first down, Cavaliers. Well, the one thing I saw last week with South Central, they were able to pull that back, and the passing game did fairly well. Obviously, first game 0 for 2.
Yeah.
They did a lot better than that. And we're going to go with King off the left side, and he's going to break loose. He's at the 40 and out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Beautiful run on that time by Jalen King.
Run out of bounds by Braxton Geller, 24 for Knox.
That was a nice change of pace right there. They've been pounding it up the gut with Dittmeyer, and they go to the sweep play off the left with Jalen.
Read those tackles. They block in, we're running out. They block out, we're running in. So, fans, you can read those Cavalier tackles.
So the Cavs all the way over to the Knox 33-yard line, 1st and 10, 3:18 to go, first quarter. And nothing going on that one for Caleb Jones.
There's
hit in the backfield, loses a couple.
Patrick is 61 tonight, not 22. He was on the tackle there. Somebody's got to find him. You can't let him run free.
Loss of 3 on that, bringing up 2nd and 13. And like you said, you know, they got to get positive yardage on every play. Not generally going to be a team that's going to get you 8, 9, 10 yards. And nothing going on that play either for Dittmeyer. Just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe picks up a yard, so that's going to bring up a 3rd and 12.
Just shows you the power of some of those Knox linemen. You see a lot of Culver linemen standing straight up, looking down at the tackle.
It amazes me, Shane, I'm dating myself here, but the linemen, you know, those guys are probably 240, 250. They don't look like they used to look.
No, not at all.
I mean, in our day, nice little counter, but that was read well by number 28 of Knox. That's Dusty Crick,
a
senior linebacker.
Donovan made that fake, took 2 steps, and there he was.
Yeah, he faked everybody out but Crick. And he was waiting for the play. Going to bring up a 4th and 13.
It's one thing the Cavaliers did well against South Central as they carried out their fakes. There was even one run there by Dittmeyer that even fooled the cameraman. Nobody knew where he was going. So, and that's essential for us. I mean, we have to run crisp, clean plays, and you have to be where you're supposed to be. Your job, your responsibility. If you miss, they're going to make you pay for it.
All right, they're going to go for it here on 4th and 13.
Timeout.
Got a timeout.
Cavaliers.
Coach Zahner's going to talk things over with his team. So we're going to take a short break. The Cavaliers trail 6-0 to the Redskins with a minute 12 left here in the first quarter. You're watching Culver Cavaliers football on RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
You know, you have to do research on them because...
All right, welcome back to RTC TV4's coverage of Culver Cavaliers football coming out of the break. It's going to be Cavaliers with the ball, 4th and 13 from the Redskin 36-yard line. They were lined up like they were going to attempt to go for it, and it looks like that's still the case. They're going to throw their first pass of the game.
Oh, missed him. Just overthrew him just a little bit there. Caleb Jones.
Yeah, Ziadja had Jones in
seam.
Really good shape right there. Unfortunately, not able to connect. Going to turn the ball over to the Redskins on downs. Redskins pretty much had their way with the Cavaliers on their last drive, marching pretty easily down for their first score of the game. So see if the Cavs defense can tighten up.
We are going to need to find 84 Jared Prater, or this is going to be a long evening.
And there he is, and he squirts ahead for about 3, maybe 4.
Hunter Lout finished off that tackle, number 62. Picked up 3-4 yards. 3-4 yards of play, 4 yards, 4 yards. You're going to set yourself up for those big plays. And with our, numbers and people in positions, we're going to have to do a better job on that first down play.
So Prater getting the bulk of the carries. Here he is again. And good job of gang tackling there by the Cavs. Gets maybe 1 yard on the play.
Jake Fisher, Hunter Lout, once again.
That's going to bring up a big 3rd and 6 here for the Redskins. See if the Cavs defense can hold them once again. Running down here, probably going to walk it off for the first quarter.
Yep.
Cavs not doing too bad there. Had a nice drive going. Unfortunately, couldn't convert on 4th down. And at the end of one, it's going to be the Knox Redskins with the 6-0 lead over the Cavaliers. We're going to take a quick break as we go into the start of the second quarter. You're watching Culver Cavaliers football on RTC TV4.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
All right, welcome back. The team switching sides here. It's going to be a big 3rd and 5 for the Redskins when we start this second quarter. I'm going to let Shane run the play-by-play here for us as we go into the second. So take it away, Shane.
Zach Rose leads the Redskins up to the line of scrimmage. They are a little bit tighter in their formation here. Wing double tight. Hand off to Prater over the right side. Finds some room. Stiff arm out of bounds. Forced out of bounds over there after a nice pickup. So Redskins pick up a first down there. Once again, we got to stop Prater. We have to figure out his number and find him. So they pick up 9 yards there for a first down.
Well, Prater, with Patrick working the line tonight, has really stepped up and done a good job for the Redskins.
Rose in shotgun formation, man in motion, hands off to the motion man over the left side. He's tripped up right at the big K at the Knox, or the Cavalier, 46-yard line. That'll bring up a second down play.
Big number 62, Hunter Lout with the tackle on that one. I was telling Q last time I saw him, he was about a 3rd grader. He's grown up a little bit.
Rose in the shotgun. Hands off to the back. Over the left side, picks up a couple yards. Tackled there by number 40, Carter Stevens. They spot the ball at the Cavalier 44-yard line, where we'll bring up a 3rd down play. 3rd and 4 Redskins on the Cavalier 44-yard line.
Give a little shout out to Damian Sullivan on that play. He was able to turn him back in a little bit as well. So nice job there on the defense.
Prater set left. Hand off Prater with a bunch of blockers, looking for a hole, finds it, cuts back. He's close to the sticks. Close to the sticks there. Depends on the spot. Looks like they're going to be short.
See where that spot is. This is probably a go-for-it distance right here where they're at.
Look for Patrick in the backfield maybe. Yeah, we're looking at right now about a yard. So they're going to spot the ball at the Cavalier 41-yard line where it'll be 4th and 1 Redskins. See if Rose comes up, but nope, stays back in shotgun. Once again, there's a big back in the backfield, number 61, right through the middle. Picks up the first down. Oh, looks like the ball's loose. Cavaliers are Cavalier ball.
Wow.
Stand him up and strip it. Great job there.
I didn't see who came up with that for the Cavs, but that is huge momentum switch there for the Culver Cavaliers.
Yes, it is. That's what we need. That's what we need to do. Brought the battering ram in. We stood him up and looked like somebody made a little strip or hit. So that'll bring up a first down for the Cavaliers. The ball is still on their 41-yard line. Donovan Ziaja leads them up to the line. Full house backfield. Handoff. Dittmeyer up the middle, grinds out. 2 or 3 tackled by a host of Redskins. Big scrum in the middle. Looks like the official's going to give him 2 yards on that play. Looks like he's going to spot the ball close to the 43-yard line. We'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 play. That's one thing, you know, we, as looking at the Cavaliers game here, they're going to have to figure out how to do some mixing here. Mix in, mix out. Jalen King there had popped a long run. We'll see what we can do. Donovan Ziaja leads him back up to the line. Same set. Hands off to Jalen King over the left side. He's got some running room past the sticks. Pushed out of bounds for a first down, Cavaliers. Officials spot the ball at the Knox 45-yard line. So great run by Jalen King. Looks good.
King doing well. He's got a couple big runs for the Cavs. He took Nate Burkowski for a ride for about 5 or 6 yards after the initial contact on that.
Tell you what, the freshman's stepping up. I like what I see out of Jalen King. First down play for the Cavaliers from the Redskins 45-yard line. Ziaja under center. Same set in the backfield. Handoff, left side, King again. Scampers out of bounds after picking up close to 5 yards. They're going to spot the ball at the Knox 40-yard line, so good pickup there.
Well, the Cavs have found something going off of that left side with King. He's had 3 runs off that left side, and that was the shortest with 5-yard pickup.
Yep.
And
2nd down play coming, 2nd and 5.
we'll see, this would be a good time to counter back across to the right on the wide side.
Open field, yeah.
Nice little bootleg right with a out by the tight end would be beautiful right here.
Ziaja under center, same set in the backfield. Looks like Dittmeyer on the carry. Maybe a yard. Forward momentum there. Dittmeyer hands the ball to the official. Sportsmanship there. They mark the ball at the 39-yard line of Knox, where it'll be 3rd down and 4 Cavaliers.
Huge 3rd down play here for the Cavs. I think they're still in 4-down territory.
Yeah, yes they are. Ziaja under center. Schaller center. Ziaja steps up, reads his wristband. Inside handoff, grinding. Oh, yeah. Keeps going, grind his feet. Looks like for momentum will give him a first down. Official spotting the ball close to the 34-yard line for a Cavalier first down. Great effort by Zach Dittmeyer.
That was big time, just will right there.
Yeah.
I mean, he willed himself to that first down.
Well, you talked about, keeping your feet going on defense and using your tackling muscles right there. You could just see Zach's feet just pounding. Somebody was trying to tackle him up by the waist behind him, and he just broke that tackle for a first down. Great run.
So 1st and 10 inside the 35 here for the Cavs. They're looking to tie things up, maybe take the lead.
Ziaja under center, handoff. King over the left side, got his legs going, but looks like he's going to be tackled for a loss.
Yeah, they sniffed out that left side sweep that time for King.
Yeah, a couple Redskins there on the tackle. That'll bring up a 2nd down play. Loss on a play looks like a loss of a couple. Brings up a 2nd down and 12 play for the Cavaliers. 7 minutes left in the first half. Ziadja leads his team up to the line of scrimmage. Another inside handoff. Grind is still going. Picks up maybe 7 yards. They're going to spot the ball close to the Knox 30-yard line. Will bring up a third down and manageable play here. They had a long way to go, and Dittmeyer got it up. No huddle here. Cavs back up on the line. Third down and 6 play for the Cavs. Ziadja once again managing the play clock here. Cavs have done a great job. Donovan's done a great job of hard counts, pulling people off sides. Handoff there. Waist tackled, spun down for a pickup of a couple yards. It'll bring up a fourth down play, and looks like they're going to have 4 to 5 yards yet to pick up. But once again, they're in 4 down territory.
I'm going to be right at 4 yards on this fourth down play here for the Cavs, and
spot the ball at the 29-yard line.
They've went with that sweep left with King 3 or 4 times, and it's worked.
Starting to sniff it out.
They are definitely, last couple times, not much going there for King.
He's still on the right side of the tee here. Ziadja once again. Pass play, open over the middle. Jake Fisher on the reception. He crosses the 20-yard line for a Cavalier first down.
Well, they tried that the last time on fourth down and were unable to connect it. And that time they found Fisher and got ahead for about 8. And big-time Cavalier first down, working just inside the 20 now.
Tell you what, the junior Jake Fisher has really grown into that role there. He's had some pretty big catches the past 2 games. So he's improving year by year. It's nice to see. Ziadja once again. Another handoff left side. Jalen King evades a tackle and is forced out of bounds.
That was a good run by King. Even though he got hit in the backfield, he was able to slip one and at least get forward momentum.
Second effort was big. I like to see that out of the freshman.
Not really gaining anything, but he was set to lose a bunch if he would have got tackled at initial contact.
Second down and 10 play. They are inside the red zone, inside the Knox 20-yard line. So we'll see. You've got open field here on the right side. We'll see what the Cavs do. (50-50). Ball's given to Dittmeyer. Dittmeyer crosses the line of scrimmage. Maybe picked up a yard.
Well, this is this is the down and distance the Cavs don't want to be in. 3rd and 10.
Nope.
Still 4 down territory here, but they got to get something positive on this 3rd down play.
I do know, watching practice this week, they worked on the kicking game. I know they're in no shape or form to kick a field goal here. But when it's not the option, you go for it. So here we go, Donovan Ziadja. Back to pass over the middle. Oh, open. Had to spin backwards, kind of threw it behind him just a little bit. Enough for Caleb Jones to have to kind of reach back off his fingertips and just dropped it. That would have been a 1st and goal play, but it brings up a 4th and 9 play for the Cavaliers. Great effort there by Jones to spin back and get that one.
A lot of pressure in Ziadja's face that time. Forced him to probably throw it a little sooner than he wanted to. Wasn't able to get it right where he needed to.
We are under the 4-minute mark. 3:56 left in the half. Cavaliers 4th and 9 going for it. Ziadja back to pass. Over the top towards Carter Stevens. Broken up by number 37. 37 would be Martin Naperkowski on the play there for the Redskins. So the Cavaliers will turn it over on downs to the Redskins. Redskins have the ball. 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line.
Well, it was a nice-looking drive there by the Cavs. Just couldn't get much after they got inside the 20. Not able to gain a whole lot. They got 1 yard in 4 plays.
Knox really ratcheted it down there on defense. We had a couple opportunities there.
So it's going to be up to the defense of the Cavaliers to try and pin Knox, not let him get forward momentum.
Rose and Prater in the backfield. Handoff up the middle. There's another one of those big plays.
Looked like an inside counter play right there for
inside
Knox.
Counter for Naperkowski.
Naperkowski's having himself a good game. He's been doing a lot on defense, and that was a big run for him.
Yep. Another one of those big plays. We're going to have to, defense is going to have to tighten it up here.
Picks up 28 on the run.
Spot the ball at the Knox 48-yard line, bring up a 1st and 10 play for the Redskins. Rose back in the gun. Fake, pass to the left side here. Hits Prater. He's tackled by 3 Cavaliers. Hunter Lout, Damian Sullivan, and Donovan Ziaja. Actually, take that back. That's number...
That's a busted coverage right there. I don't know
Yeah,
how
it was.
Prater gets that wide open. As much damage as he's done to the Cavaliers tonight, you want to keep an eye definitely on Prater.
Run off the right side there.
Peyton Baugh,
Nothing doing for the Cavs stop that short.
maybe a yard for Baugh, the sophomore.
2nd and 9 Redskins. So Rose and Prater. Prater over the right through the middle there. Drives forward for close to 6 yards on the play. Tackled by a couple Cavaliers. Looks like Hunter Lout once again on the tackle. Be 3rd down play, 3rd and about 5. Spot the ball at the Cavalier 32-yard line.
Well, Shane, this is a big spot here in the game. 3rd and 5 for the Redskins. And if they break through on this one, they're going to get the momentum back.
Rose.
Still going
Still
out to
going,
the
number
right.
23.
Oh, ball goes down.
Oh,
Cavs got it.
Cavs again. Great play. Who's on the recovery? Is that Tucker Fisher?
Alexander with the great run. He was trying to get a couple extra yards. Ball comes out. 2nd fumble of the game for Knox, and the Cavs are back in business with a minute 47 left here in the first half.
And that's what we need to do. Take a few of those big plays, make a big play of our own, negate what they had there. Yeah, Alexander trying to stretch it a little bit too far. Great play by the Cavaliers.
I didn't make it to the Judson game, but you know, the yardage that they picked up, but you look at the 3 turnovers that just killed the Cavs, and right now Knox puts the ball on the ground for the 2nd time.
Yep.
Nice positive play there for the Cavs.
Dittmeyer on the carry. Picks up close to 6 yards on the play, bring up a 2nd down play. 2nd down and 4. No huddle for the Cavs. Everybody checks their wristbands here, get the call right. Ball spotted at the just at the 30-yard line. Inside handoff once again. Scrum in the middle. Dittmeyer again grinds out 2 yards, maybe 3. Host of Redskins on that tackle. A lot of jerseys piled up. He'll be short of the 1st down marker, close to a minute left in the half. 3rd down and 1. We're under a minute. Cavs back up, no huddle. Ziaja under center.
Yeah, we're getting the ball covered. No, he likes it down to the bottom.
40 seconds left. Ziaja checks his wristband. 10 seconds on the play clock. Inside handoff. There he goes, busts through the first line. Dittmeyer's still going. Rugby scrum going. Drags 5-6 Redskins over the first down marker into
I tell you what,
close to the 44-yard line. 27 seconds left. Timeout, Cavaliers.
you're going to have a good pile of Redskins to bring Dittmeyer down. He does not go down with 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. You got to have at least 5 or 6 before he'll finally go down. That's a good job by Dittmeyer.
Yeah, Zach is a horse. He keeps those legs going. And I tell you what, the way that guy works out in the weight room, I've seen it all summer long, dedicated to his body and his craft, and it shows tonight.
So timeout here with 27 seconds. We're going to keep it here as the Cavs are marching, see what they can do. They've still got a ways to go still on their own side of the field.
Yeah, there are 42 on balls marked on the Cavalier 42-yard line. First and 10, 27.8 seconds left. We'll see what Coach Zahner has up his sleeve here.
I tell you, if you would have told Coach Zahner, you're going to go into the halftime with the ball down 6-0 to Knox.
He'd take it.
Yeah, at
He'd
Knox.
take it. And, we've given up some big plays. We have, but those turnovers negate anything big that they've had. Prater's had a pretty good half, and to only have 6 points on the board, I think Coach Zahner will take that.
Obviously, he'd rather be with the 6 points, but see what they can do here. First and 10, under 30 seconds to go.
Double fake. Picked off, tipped. Redskins returning the ball, and he's out of bounds close to the 20-yard line. That's 84 again.
There's Prater with a huge play on the defensive side.
Again. He has had a spectacular half. 16.7 seconds left, and Redskins first and 10 from the 21-yard line of the Cavaliers.
Just that quick, the momentum just switched.
Yep.
And they've got not a lot of time, but they've got a potent passing game.
Yep.
And I would be making sure I know where Prater's at.
Rose under center.
Prater on the left side here.
Back, yep. Spread. Fake. Oh, got to make those tackles. Can't get them around the legs. 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 6.2 left.
We got a
couple of Cavs down. 76. That is Hunter Evans down for the Cavaliers.
Looks like maybe Evans and Fisher might have hit each other. Yeah.
Fish is up, walking back towards the huddle. Coach Stichter on the job down there. Trainer for the Cavaliers.
All right.
6.2 seconds left in the half. Looks like they spotted the ball at the Cavalier 11-yard line. It's first down, but more so we're worried about clock than downs on the Cavalier side. Hunter Evans is up, which is a great sign.
On an injury, go to the coach on the sideline. But he's up.
Evans is a freshman, getting some playing time here with some injuries.
Shaking that right leg, might have, maybe they knocked knees or twisted an ankle or,
Possible.
Yeah, Charlie Horse, Chris is calling that.
Charles the Horse. Yeah, thigh to thigh.
Yeah.
Those smart.
It's one of those that'll leave a nice bruise for a couple of days.
As Tommy Boy said, that's going to leave a mark. Okay, Redskins already looks like they brought the chip out. They're not going to mess around here. They're going to go for the field goal.
No.
So I'm going to let Steve do the math.
Well,
we both had Mrs. Kobe back in the day, so I'll let you do the math.
Well, they're setting it down at the 18 plus the 10 for the end zone, so that's a 28-yard attempt.
Harold just said this kicker's been kicking field goals for 3 years, so this is his third year kicking for the Redskins, so we're going to have to get some pressure. Have to put some pressure on him right here.
Is that 23? Is that Alexander?
Yep.
He's a senior, so we'll see. He's
Josh Alexander back.
Set up at the 18, so the 28-yard attempt with 6 seconds left. Knox looking to go up 9-0.
See that inside rush here. See what happens.
Oh,
Chip kicks
wow.
up. And good.
He could have got that from 40.
So
that thing had plenty of leg.
1 second left on the clock. It is now Cavaliers 0, Knox 9.
Harold knows what he's talking about over there, Shane.
Yeah, no. 50 years he's been doing this, so
Yep.
he better. He's my idol. So right now, Steve, you look at the scoreboard, and, you know, we had some momentum there. That just shows you how quick things can turn. And you don't really, you know, looking at the game here, field goal could be big. I mean, that could be the difference here. So I don't know. You know, we've bent in our defense with those fumble recoveries, you know, those 2 huge plays that negate all their momentum, running the ball down the field. I'd like to see what the difference is here on yardage. So we'll have to look at some stats and just see what it is. And I'd be a betting man to say that, you know, for what the numbers play out, 9-0. Hate to think that's what you'd take, but could be a lot different. So 23 back to kick. Josh Alexander. Back deep for the Cavaliers is Caleb Jones and Damian Sullivan. We'll see what they do here. Punch it through and call it a half. I think that was Coach Stevens' son, Carter Stevens, on the coverage. So that'll do it for the first half. End of first half. Your Cavaliers 0, Knox 9.
All right, so we'll take a break and come back here with second half action. You're watching RTC TV4's coverage of Culver Cavaliers football.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe, online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Today, under the direction of Mr. Frank Fids and Mr.
Hey Redskins fans, show your team support by becoming a member of the Knox Athletics Booster Club. The Booster Club helps support all Knox athletic teams grades 5 through 12. Concession volunteers for high school volleyball and basketball games are always welcome. Join us for our next meeting on September 5th at 6 p.m. in the Redskin Room at Knox Middle School. Redskin fans welcome.
All right, welcome back here to Knox High School with RTC TV4's coverage of Culver Cavalier football. Steve Stricker here with Shane Lowry. Shane's going to give us some halftime stats as we're getting close. I'm going to turn my headset over to Chris Stevens, and they're going to give you the call here for the second half. Phil Dean going to keep on the camera for us. So, Shane, take it away.
Hey, I'm going to have to give the WKVI boys some credit here. I'm going to steal some of their stats, but you know, looking at stats, and what I ended the first half saying was something like I'd be, you know, interested to see how bad it was. You know, it looked like Knox up and down the field, and their turnovers is what stopped them. They did score twice, but looking at the stats, the Redskins rushed for 129 yards, and Rose had 15 yards passing. So you're looking at, you know, close to 140 some odd yards on offense. And then you look at Culver. Culver rushed for 90 yards. Yaja had 10 yards passing. The difference in the game right now, Cavaliers staying in it with turnovers, but you've got Patrick with a 2-yard TD run there in the first quarter, and then Alexander with a 28-yard field goal, which is big, 3 extra points. So their extra point failed for them. If you add that up, it's 9-0 Redskins. So, you know, those 2 turnovers were huge for the Cavaliers, and we're going to look at this second half here, you know, first down plays and big plays. If we can lock them down, the way Jalen King ran the football and how Zach's just grinding it out, you know, we're there. We're in the game, Chris.
Yeah, it's got to be frustrating for Coach Zahner, who had possession of the ball with about a minute and then lose possession and go in 9-0 instead of 6-0. But I still think he's probably at the end of the half pleased to go in with a 9-0 score.
Yeah, you know, and Dawson Patrick is really non-factor. Prater running at will. So, you know, we're going to have to figure Prater out, but we cannot forget about Patrick. That's going to be huge.
Yeah, you got to keep your eye on him. And I think another big thing for this second half is going to be time management, like the Cavaliers were able to do in the second quarter, where they ate quite a bit of time off of there, sustaining a couple first downs.
Yeah, and field possession. You know, we gotta keep the field in our advantage. You know, and talking to the coaches a little bit last week, playing against South Central, Schmack, big guy, and I know they worked on their tackling, knowing that Patrick would be the big key. So, I mean, we keep him on lockdown. We had a strip of him, stood him up, stripped it. We can't forget about him. I can't overstate that, and we got to figure Prater out. He's been an all-purpose person for them. So I'm liking what's happening here. 2 minutes to go before the second half, and we Cavalier fans, you know, strap it down. Second half coming up. Live from Knox School Field. A few announcements. I'm going to throw it to Coach Stevens really quick. Give a little shout out to the girls soccer team tomorrow.
Yeah, we play tomorrow at Delphi at 11 a.m. for anybody that can make the trip in the morning. Come off a pretty tough loss against Rochester and got some of the girls with some sniffles, but we're still managing to have a winning record here, so we're hoping to improve on that tomorrow.
And we have a couple volleyball games Tuesday at Argus. Steve will be calling that game, and then home Thursday against the South Bend Career Academy, the Pink Out volleyball match. We're going to bring both of those live to you Cavalier fans. Here we are, the start of the second half. Alexander with the kickoff. Caleb Jones back deep. Damian Sullivan up for the up block. Jones runs it up the middle, breaks one tackle, and he's brought down close to the 30-yard line. We'll bring up a first down and 10. Cavaliers, ball spotted at their own 29-yard line.
And just to piggyback on what Shane was saying earlier, RTC4, we will be calling the game next Friday home, the football game against West Central.
Be a good game for the Cavaliers. It's always a tough one against West Central. Evenly matched. All right, here we go. Donovan Ziadja coming back out as the Cavalier quarterback. Brings the boys up to the line. Backfield still the same. King and Dittmeyer.
Looks like we got Stevens in the backfield as well.
And Carter Stevens. Dittmeyer. Check that. Jalen King on the carry there. He rumbles over the 35-yard line. They spot the ball at the 37. So we've got backfield now of Carter Stevens. Brought him off the line from the tight end position, put him back in the T backfield.
Looks like we're second down, about 2 yards here.
Ziadja back up underneath center. Same set of backs. Watch that football. Another handoff to King. King over the first down marker. Tripped up. They'll spot the ball close to the 43-yard line where it'll be a Cavalier first down.
Looks like the Cavaliers must have had an inspirational speech with a good couple plays coming out right here.
It's nice to see a little fire, Mr. Stevens. Get some lead block in there. Jalen King running the ball hard, keeping his legs driving. Here we go again. Ziadja back up. Sam Schaller at center. Moving that line of scrimmage forward, but tackled in the backfield for, looks like could be a 1-yard loss. So King loses a yard there. Just looking at that line there, Coach Stevens, that line moved backwards a yard, and then somebody slipped through to trip Jalen up from the backside.
Well, we got some, we got some young players in there, people playing in different positions due to our injuries, as you guys mentioned before.
Here we go, Ziadja back again. Under center. Knox rolls up. Handoff, rumbling again. Once again, Dittmeyer about 5 yards picked up on the play. Ball's close to the 50-yard line there. They're going to spot it at the Cavalier 47. That'll bring up a third down play, about 3rd and 5. 10 minutes, under 10 minutes left in the third. So the Cavaliers are still grinding, pushing the ball forward. Ziadja once again, same backfield setup. Handoff, stacks them up. Redskins pushing them back. Good push by the Redskins. Loss in the play for the Cavaliers. That'll bring up a 4th down play. Officials will spot the ball with momentum at the 47-yard
Looks like
line.
Tyler Rogers got up a little slow on that play. I wasn't sure who was carrying the ball on that bobble.
Here we go. Tucker Fisher back deep to punt. Back for the Redskins, 24. Braxton Geller. Good snap, punts away, low, line drive punt, end over end. Geller on the return, points out the blocker. One block to get, beats him, beats the punter Ziadja into open field, across the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Redskins. Can't give up the big plays. That was one of Coach Zahner's keys to the game. No big plays. and you know, you start to gain some momentum there. You pick up a first down, pushing the ball forward. You get to midfield where you can punt to drive them back, and Knox pops a big one. Extra point by Alexander here. Holder set. Good snap. Nope. Fumbled the snap. Blocked into the kick there. So no extra point. That's the second time the Cavaliers have stopped Knox's extra point. So at the 8:32 mark of the third quarter, Cavaliers 0, Knox 15.
I believe that was Damian Sullivan again involved on that block, was it not?
Yep, Sullivan again. So special team play there on the extra points. That could be big, you know, anytime you can keep points off the board.
Still plenty of time for the Cavaliers here.
Yep.
Score 15-0. Plenty of time to sustain a drive here, try to man it, burn some clock, and put it in the end zone. And
yeah, a score here would be big. We get that momentum back. You know, another key was limiting, and I think Coach Zahner even put on one of the reports, throw up some zeros, and you know, the zeros on us. We need to change that. And we're looking at Alexander kicking off. Once again, deep back for the Cavaliers. Looks like Jalen King is actually going deep, as well as Damian Sullivan and Caleb Jones for the Cavaliers. King in the middle of the field. We'll see where Alexander wants to kick it. See who he will pick to the return for the return. Officials off the field. Whistle blows. Punched through the middle, touched by Tucker Fisher. Picked up. I think that's Zach Dittmeyer. Is that who that was?
Zach Dittmeyer, yep, wrapped
Zach,
it up.
Zach the up back. Grinds out a few yards. They're going to spot the ball at the Cavalier 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Cavaliers.
Just going back to what you guys were talking a little bit earlier, not just not just Dittmeyer. He's obviously exemplary in the weight room, but a lot of these younger kids are buying into the weight program, taking weights class that we offer here at Culver, and then they're really working hard there. They're just young, and they're gonna get there. That's the goal, is to get to.
Shout out to the coaches and the teachers who keep them on task in the weight room. Here we go, Ziaja back under center. Balls handing off, grinding out. He's got him by the leg. Zach still kicking. Momentum there will give him at least yard and a half. Officials spot the ball close to the 42. So they're going to give him a yard on that. You know, and you watch him, and you're stacking him up, and he's on one leg there bouncing. That's strength.
Yeah.
Still going forward.
And kudos to Knox, stopping him for a 1 yard run.
Yep.
We've got to have that 3.3.
Yep.
3.4 yards every rush.
Every rush. That's the offense that we are trying to set forth here. Here we go. Back in the T formation. Grinds off the left side there. Maybe another yard. Knox stacking them up.
Obviously going to have to make something positive happen here, as we're not, of course, close to 4th down range here.
Nope. Definitely going to have to play field position on this one if we don't get the first down here. We'll see what Coach Zahner has in mind. Let's get in that line of scrimmage. Knox is stacking it up, finding the backs. Boy, just pinching down there. Look at that. Hand off to the outside. Jalen King once again. Oh, he spun down, still going. It's no whistle. Got a first down that play. Great second effort there by Jalen King. Spun down or spun around over at the back of a Knox player and then just sprung out of it and kept going. That was a great play by the freshman, Jalen King.
That'll be a fun play to break down on huddle and really get a close look at.
Yes, it will. So official spots the ball in Redskin territory at the Knox 48-yard line. 1st and 10 Cavaliers. That's great to see. That's what we need in that time. Great time for Jalen to bust one off.
Keep marching and burning that clock.
Yep. 1st down Cavaliers. Ziaja. Handoff again off the left side. Stacked up penalty on the play. Flag down.
Ziaja bending down. Makes you wonder if it was roughing the passer.
Yep. Yep, hit to the head, and he's looked like it. He's shaking over there. Coach Zahner checking him out. See what's up. Looks like he's going off the field. Here comes freshman Tucker Fisher putting the wristband on. Boy, that's a huge play for the Cavaliers. They'll mark that off 15 yards. Right now, Cavaliers have the ball at Knox's 34-yard line, 33-yard line. Check that. Where it'll be 1st and 10 Cavaliers. Freshman Tucker Fisher into the ball game. We'll check on Donovan over there. Steph Stichter's looking at him right now. Circle the wagons. Here we go. Tucker Fisher under center for the Cavaliers. Start the clock. 6:45 left. Handoff. Dances over the right side. Tripped up. That's Caleb Jones on the run.
Take this opportunity, Mr. Lowry, to give a shout out to chain man extraordinary Travis Flora over there, who teaches science here at Knox.
He is
a Culver native.
Yep. He graduated with me, class of 1989. Pull. All right, we have an HNAC score here. It's on RTC TV4. It's Pioneer. At the half, 44-13 over LaVille. So 44-13 Pioneer. Fisher, another handoff over the left side. It looks like, you have white jerseys standing up and red jerseys taking the ball down.
King stopped in the backfield.
Stopped short, yep. Loss in the play. Spot the ball at the 35-yard line. Bring up a 3rd down and 12 for the Cavaliers. Kind of stalled here last time. See what we can do here. Fisher getting a play from Coach Zahner. Walking to the huddle. He has already had some time at quarterback. He came in, led the Cavaliers there for a couple plays. Fisher once again pulls it back. Oh, no. Blitz.
Oh.
There's another penalty. It looks like it could be on. Yeah, another. Helmet to the head, and you got Fisher laying down now. So both Cavalier quarterbacks, same possession.
Well, that is one thing that we really just can't afford to have. Obviously, we're concerned about his well-being first and foremost. But
yeah. So roughing penalty once again on the Redskins.
Hey Redskins fans, show your team support by becoming a member of the Knox Athletics Booster Club. The Booster Club helps support all Knox athletic teams grades 5 through 12. Concession volunteers for high school volleyball and basketball games are always welcome. Join us for our next meeting on September 5th at 6 p.m. in the Redskin Room at Knox Middle School. Redskin fans welcome.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Shepherd's Chevrolet Buick in Rochester treats you like family. Shepherd's offers a wide variety of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit your budget. Stop out for your test drive today, online at shepherdsrochester.com. Woodlawn Hospital, offering state-of-the-art care for Fulton County for over 100 years. Woodlawn Hospital is the area's healthcare leader. Comprehensive care from head to toe. Online at woodlawnhospital.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Here we are back at School Field in Knox after an injury timeout there. Looks like the Cavaliers had Zach Dittmeyer taking snaps. He's coming in at the quarterback position. They went from a 3rd and 12 to a 1st and 10 on Knox's 27-yard line. So you hate to see that penalty, but now we're out of the hole there on that last play. We'll get updates as we can on both quarterbacks, see what's going on. Don't like to see it, but we'll keep this drive going.
And once again, clock management. We've been able to sustain a drive here and burn off some time off of the clock.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. We need to run the clock and pick up some points. So Cavaliers back in the huddle. Once again, as the report goes, it looks like Dittmeyer, 46, taking some snaps on the sideline. Looks like they're marking off another 15 on that play. Another score coming across. It's Rochester 34, Peru 7 to start the 4th quarter. So another RTC 4 game. Here we go. Dittmeyer under center. No, check that.
No.
Looks like Ziadja back. Ziadja back under center. Handoff up the middle. Bounced a couple Redskins off of him. So positive run there. Once again, clock's going. Picks up 2 or 3 yards on the play there. Was that Zach again?
Well, that's a good sign that our backfield's doing their job well and Ziadja's doing his job well when we're having a hard time figuring out who carried the ball.
Yeah. Hey, we are beginners here, so bear with us. You can see it. We're going to try to call it. So here we go. 2nd down play. 2nd and 7. Cavaliers marching. 15-yard line. Red zone. I like it. Handoff over the left side there. Up the middle, pull in a pile, just pushing everybody, willing that ball forward. Looks like he's past the sticks. So if they'll pick up another Cavalier 1st down on that play.
Great effort by Dittmeyer.
Yeah, Dittmeyer. Like to see it. There we go. Clock's ticking. We're going. 1st and goal, Cavaliers. They spot the ball at the 7-yard line.
What a huge momentum shift this could be if the Cavaliers can punch it in the end zone.
Yes. Ziadja once again back under center. Backs are set. Handoff. Once again, Zach pushing forward. They spot the ball at the 3-yard line, so picks up a couple yards there. It'll bring down ball at the 3. It'll bring up a 2nd down and goal play for the Cavaliers. Huge, huge. Chris Stevens, huge. Time and ball. We're going. Keep marching. Here we go. Ziadja once again. Handoff over the right side. It's close. No sign yet.
Signal.
Short of the goal line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down play, and I'm going to say
inches.
A foot, maybe less. I like your inches. Here we go.
2 plays, Coach Lowry.
Yep, kind of sniping Harold over there. 2 plays here to get it in. 2 plays. Hand off. Rumbling. Stack the line there. No call. No call. Pushing it back. Momentum did not get him over. It looks like no gain.
Redskins did a good job
Yes,
stopping
they did.
the Cavaliers there on that goal line stand.
Yes, they did. We'll see what Coach Zahner has in mind. Ziadja running the play in. Here we go. Big play with 2 minutes, 20 seconds here on the clock. Clock is going. Cavaliers are coming up to the line. Redskins are just stacking it, stacking that line. Pinching straight down.
Probably no secret here who's going to
Donovan
get the ball.
Ziaja on the keeper. No signal yet.
Going to have to peel him off the
Nobody
crowd first.
wants to sign it. Cavaliers are saying touchdown. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Donovan Ziaja. Donovan Ziaja on the Cavalier scoring play. Got to give some credit to Sam Schaller and the lineman there, getting Ziaja across. Momentum took him over the line. Officials weren't sure they wanted to call it, but we'll take it. So here we go. We're coming in. We'll see what Coach Zahner does. We haven't tried an extra point kicking yet, and it looks like Ziaja's going to run a play, so these 2 points could be huge.
Like to echo that sentiment about kudos to the offensive line, obviously the unsung heroes of a football team.
Inside handoff, nothing. Stonewalled.
Stopped by the scrum.
Yep. So extra point fails at the 1 minute 57 mark of the third quarter. Your Cavaliers get on the board. It's Culver 6, Knox 15.
Obviously, execution of that conversion there is huge when you're looking at the score being 15-6.
And you're right, Chris. I mean, we had to get some points. You called it. And clock management, too. Took some time off the clock. I know we're behind, but as long as we sustain drives and we can eat big chunks of the field and the clock, put ourselves in position. I mean, right now, 9 points. That's 2 scores. But, you know, points are points.
Well, and we're doing, you know, since we don't have anyone that is naturally a kicker, we're doing what we've done in the past, and we have Hunter Ringer, who will be here next Friday, suited up, and will have enough practices, and he will be doing some kicking for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, leaving the building the other day, I looked out on the field and watched Coach Zahner, and looked like Coach Kling working with him. And, you know, he's a soccer player, and it looked with ease. I mean, he was getting the ball up. That would be nice.
Yes.
That'd be nice. That'd be comforting to be able just to get that point when we can get it. So here we go. Under 2 minutes left. Back deep for the Redskins. I'm going to tell you right now, Braxton Geller, but the guy closest to us here in the booth, what number is that, Chris? My eyes are just not good enough.
I don't have the angle.
We'll see if Steve can still with us here, see if he can bird dog it. Get your binoculars on, Steve. Who is that? What number? Looks like a 2 and a 9. I mean, I don't know if it's Jacoby Dixon. 2 and a 9? 2 and a 9, Dixon. We're going to go with it. So here we go. Looks like Rogers is in the kick for the Cavaliers, 66, with Fisher out of the game for right now. Once again, we'll see what the report is on him. But Tyler kicked for us before this game, so has experience. Up to the ball. Boots it. Short kick. Oh! Tried to pick it out of the air. Loose ball. There's a big scrum. It could be Cavalier ball.
It appears to me that the Redskins recovered it, but we will see in just a second here.
Popped right into whoever's hands and bounced out. So it looks like the Redskins did recover. Opportunity right there. I'm not sure that was planned, but, you know, the yard where they're at, starting's not good, but we had our hands on the ball.
Once again, a possible momentum boost there, having that opportunity right at their hands, having scored after a sustained rush.
Yep.
Let's see if we can get something big here.
And right now, Redskins will take the ball at their own 41-yard line. So Rose back up again.
Back to Coach Zahner's scouting report. We cannot afford to give up a big play here.
Nope. Here we go. Handoff. Inside run. Oh, picked up maybe 2 yards on the play. What number was that?
Stevens in on the tackle.
Carter Stevens on the tackle. So
a couple other Cavaliers.
I didn't pick up who ran that one. Wasn't Geller. So here we go. Number 5, Zach Rose, runs a play into his huddle. Center sneaks away. Here comes the line. He's back in the gun formation, one out wide to the left. Wing back. Up to pass. He lofts it up. He's open. And overthrows him. That was intended for number 84. And, looking at him, he had a big first half, Prater did, and just overthrew him. He got deeper than our back there, Damian Sullivan.
And that's a well-thrown ball and placed in a position where if his man doesn't get it, nobody's getting it.
Right. Perfect. Other than not connecting there, Cavaliers got lucky, dodged a bullet. So here we go. That brings up a third down and long play. This is where the Cavaliers want the Redskins. We want to keep this momentum here. Huge play. This is not a four-down territory for the Redskins, so I would almost venture to guess if we can stop them here, get a nice punt, take the ball over. Another pass play. Rolls out to the right, flushed him. Oh, incomplete. So that's what we wanted to have. I mean, we didn't want him to be that wide open there on the sideline, but we'll take the outcome. So bring up a fourth down play. Punting unit coming in for the Redskins. Looks like number 8 back to punt. I'm going to reach through my Peyton Scheidler back to punt for the Redskins. Back deep for the Cavaliers is Caleb Jones. So that's what we want, Chris.
Yeah, good job, Gabe Sherman and Blake Thompson there on getting a little bit of pressure on the quarterback.
Yep, good eyes. There's the punt low, line drive bouncing. Probably yelling hot, almost should have come up and picked that one up because now the ball's on the 12-yard line with under a minute to go in the third quarter. So, minute left, third quarter. It'll be Cavalier ball, 1st and 10 from their own 12-yard line.
Once again here, Coach Lowry, time management. Try to march the field, try to keep that clock moving.
Yep.
But not too slowly. We need 2 scores.
Yeah, 2 scores. We're going to have to goose it here. And it's I don't know if there's anything hidden. We just need, Jalen King's done a great job ripping off some big runs. Second effort, Zach, once again, leaning on him. We got a long way to go here. Short time to get there. Smokey and the Bandit. Ziaja under center. Handoff over the left side. Stonewalled.
Looks like maybe right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. Once again, I'm going to call Dittmeyer on that until, nope, Jalen King on the run there. It's one thing we're going to have to get used to, Chris. I mean, we're at angles here. They kind of stuck us on the left side of the press box, and it's an angle to find numbers, makes it difficult. And I know, talking to Steve Stricker before the game on giving us some pointers, and that was one thing he said is, numbers. It's a little bit different here in football. He's used to calling basketball, and both of us coach basketball, and you can see proximity here, but up in this booth, sometimes it's hard, so bear with us. If we're stammering, we're trying to find who the runner is, and we'll get it.
And on that note, we would like to thank Knox for their hospitality and giving us space in their press box.
Ziaja back to pass. Oh,
incomplete.
Incomplete. Looked like that was number 84 once again, wanting to be the big player. So Prater.
Nearly picked.
Yep, trying to pick that ball off. Ziaja back and then just tipped. Yeah, Knox with the pressure there. Blitzing from the outside, rushed Ziaja. So that'll bring up a third down play, 3rd and 10 Cavaliers. You run that pass play there and you don't get anything, and that just makes it difficult. I'm not, Ziaja can do it, and Jake Fisher's shown he can catch. Caleb Jones has some speed, but we're not a 3rd and long team. I don't know. Yeah, you look at Cavaliers last week, improving over first week at Judson, putting some big points up on the board. And now, we're in another dogfight. So, Coach Zahner, young team. And
that's after sustaining injuries
as
well.
And we are, keeping it up, circling the wagons and playing well. Ziaja back underneath center. Handoff up the middle once again. Picks up a couple plays, and that'll do it for the third quarter. At the end of 3, it's your Cavaliers 6, Knox 15. Fourth quarter here, we don't seem to be lacking the energy. But, you know, we're where we need to be as a young team marching down. Okay, we're going to take a short break. So the Cavaliers with 6, Knox with 15. You're watching RTC TV4. Back in a minute.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by these local sponsors. Evans Agency in Rochester, offering farm liability, farm personal property, and farm outbuilding policies, all customized to fit your insurance needs. Let Judy help you protect all of your possessions. Online at evansagencyrochester.com. The lawyers and staff at Peterson, Wagoner & Perkins LLP are here to provide the highest quality legal and professional service to their clients presently and for the future. See a full list of services online at peterson-wagoner.com. Please support the local businesses that help us bring you this production.
Here we go, Cavaliers back to punt. Straight up. So, a ball's out of bounds. I can't hear anything out of mine. I can't hear myself talking.
You're all right. You're all right.
So I am coming out to the masses. That was a short punt for the Cavaliers, not what we wanted to see. Straight up and down, so the Redskins take over at the Cavalier 26-yard line. 1st and 10, Redskins marching. Yep, I'm back.
And once again, that's usually Tucker Fisher who's doing the punting for us, so I'm not sure who filled in for that last punt.
Rush off the right side here. Eludes a couple tacklers. 84.
Touchdown.
Prater in for a Redskin touchdown.
And as we were saying earlier, it's a game of field position there, so having that short punt in that situation, setting up Knox with great field position.
Yep.
Really hurts. So it's time for the Cavaliers to dig back in here and sustain a run and make some big plays maybe.
Yep. Here we go. Redskins in for the extra point. Alexander in. Kicks up. And it is good. So at the 11-minute, 42-second mark of the fourth quarter, Knox 21-22, Cavaliers 6. You know, we kind of looked at that punt there. That was punched by Knox. That we let roll another, I don't know, 20 yards, 25 yards. Gave them that field position to where if they could put together a stop, we talked about it, and you just said it. You know, that's good management there. Redskins got what they wanted out of it, and then, you know, it happens when you have to circle the wagons once again, and a new punter comes in, that's what happens. But we'll just try to overcome a little adversity here. 11 minutes, 42 seconds left. We're not going to give up. We're going to keep playing.
And hopefully we can get some decent field position ourselves here off of this kickoff return.
Yep, I'm going to look in the deep for the Cavaliers. Right now, King was in the middle, and then we had Caleb Jones and Damon Sullivan back deep. So let's get something going here. Let's block up front, spring one here.
Kick did go short last time to Dittmeyer.
Yep, he did punch it through, and we'll see what happens. So here we go. Josh Alexander set to kick for the Redskins. Tees it up at the 40-yard line. Fischel hustles off the field. Waiting on the whistle. Waiting. Waiting. Still waiting. Kickoff. King. Oh, through his hands into the end zone. Touchback. So Cavaliers will start the ball with their first and 10 from the 20-yard line. Making a comment earlier, I'd like to see the Cavalier Art Department put some orange lines around our 20-yard line. It's nice to spot that little red zone here. I like it. Emulate what we like and we see.
Well, I know a good guy who could be in charge of doing that, getting that done.
Not sure who you're talking about. Don, right? Don the man. Here we go. Cavaliers back. First and 10 Cavaliers from the 20. Ziaja once again. Handoff.
Looks like it's up the middle.
Yeah.
For no gain.
No gain. Push back. Momentum maybe. I'm not sure. It looks like they're marking it off at the 21-yard line. So Dittmeyer with the carry. Grinds out 1 yard. Maybe a little less. So bring up a second down play. 2nd and 9 Cavaliers. Here we go, Ziaja back up under center. Sam Schaller, still the center. Line, foot to foot. Handoff off the right side. Is that Caleb Jones? 26 Caleb Jones on the carry.
Tripped up for a short gain.
Short gain on the play. Bring up a 3rd down play, 3rd and 8 Cavaliers. Not the down and distance that we're looking for, that we've talked about. But we've sprung one before, we can do it again. Here we go.
Cavaliers really need a first down here.
Yep, see what Coach Zahner has called. Back up to the line again. Tight formation. Ziaja 7 seconds on the play clock. Looks at the wristband. 4, 3. Handoff still going, still grinding. That'll bring up a 4th down play. 4th and about 5 maybe. Maybe longer than that. Depends on where the officials spot it. So bring up a 4th down from the Cavalier 25-yard line. See what they have in store here. Ziaja coming in. 9 minutes, 40 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 22-6. 22-6, yeah, so we're going to go for it here. See what happens.
At this point in the game, you have to go for it here.
Yep. See if we can steal 5 yards here, maybe draw them off sides. Coach Zahner likes to do that. See if Knox is up for the game.
However, each team does have 3 timeouts remaining.
Yep, yep.
With 9:11 remaining on the clock.
Yep, timeout.
So I think that's what we were doing there.
Trying to pick up 5.
Trying to pick up 5 and.
Ooh. Okay, here we go. Back under center. Clock's going. Ziaja. Looking over to the sideline. 16 seconds on the play clock. Coach Zahner looking over that playlist. Coach Croy shadowing him with the clipboard. He's flipping through some papers. Official calls Cavalier timeout. Timeout, Cavaliers. 8:42 left in the 4th. Well, Chris Stevens, we have to keep grinding, keep playing. I mean, you got 4th quarter here. You can show some mettle. We'll see what the Cavaliers have.
And, you know, as a coach, I'm sure Coach Zahner is concerned about the scoreboard, but he's also probably looking at some other things we're not thinking of, and how the new players are doing in their new positions, and health of his players, and I'm sure he's counting his blessings.
Yeah, you know, we've Already had issues coming into the game and have a couple players right now banged up. And you know, everybody's giving everything they have, so you're right. And that's a good way to look at it. And being new here, we're just going to kind of keep the train going forward, but think about what we need to do for our own health. So let's see what they're in here. Ziaja once again bringing them up to the line of scrimmage. So here we go, 4th and 5. Ziaja with the call. He keeps it, stacked up, hit behind the line of scrimmage, sacked. Loss of about 3 yards on the play, so Redskins will take over on downs. It'll be first down, Redskins. They're going to spot the ball at the Cavalier 22-yard line.
Looked like Ziaja was rolling out there for a pass play to try to get Culver a new set of downs, but was stopped in the backfield.
Rose leading the Redskins up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. Wing to the right. Handoff. Knifes through the middle. Tripped up. Rolls forward. Keeps his legs going. So once again, that's Prater on the carry. Picks up close to 7 yards on the play to bring up a 2nd down and 3. Ball spotted at the Cavalier 15-yard line.
We have a flag on the play here.
Flag on the play.
Flag down the play. False start on the Redskins.
False start on the Redskins. Another penalty on the Redskins. So that'll back them up. Right now, clock starts, 8 minutes left. Spot the ball at the Cavalier 20-yard line where it'll bring up a 2nd down play, 2nd and 8 for the Redskins.
Speaking of flags, Coach Lowry has
Naperkowski back in the ball game.
Has Culver had any flags this game? Has Culver had any flags this game?
Hands the ball off over the right side. I think that was Naperkowski. Was that Naperkowski? 1st and goal, Redskins. First down and goal, Knox. Rose runs into the huddle. Okay, I can hear feedback of my voice. Now I can't. Now I can. Knox. 1st and goal. Rose. Handoff stacked up. Oh, 2nd effort. Spun him down. That's close.
Initial hit by Hunter Lout there to stand him up.
Yeah, Hunter Lout. Huge hit. Spun him around, but still short of the goal line where it's going to bring up a 2nd down and could be inches for the Redskins. Zach Rose hustling into the game. Okay, here we go. Rose, gun formation, hands off to the right side. Stacked up by the Cavaliers. Yes, pushed them back. Momentum still puts them down around the 1-yard line. But that was a great, great push by the Cavaliers. Right there. Having a couple technical difficulties. I can hear my voice now. I can't tell if I'm playing out, so I might give Chris Stevens a thumbs up and let him go, but now I can hear my voice. So here we go. 3rd down, goal, about a yard. Rose. Handoff up the middle, untouched.
Untouched.
So that was 33, Peyton Baugh. Touchdown, Redskins. you know, stack it up a few times there, but when you're that close to the goal line, makes it difficult. Here we go, 23. Josh Alexander in for the extra point. Alexander snaps good, kicks up, and good. So at the 5-minute, 38-second mark of the fourth quarter, Knox 29, your Cavaliers 6.
Cavaliers did a decent job, their coach, of stopping them a couple times, like you said, but with Knox's firepower and what they got coming out of the backfield, extremely difficult to stop them from inches from goal.
Yeah, and you got to give credit. When you see a hole like that open up, it's not like we're just letting them in. They're doing something right.
Absolutely.
So, you know, and a lot of firepower for the Redskins, and haven't really called Patrick's name. So, I mean, they're using that lightning tonight, not so much the thunder.
We've certainly heard Prater's name.
Yep. So here we go. Circle up once again, everybody together. I'm sure the coaches are going to get a good positive call here. Keep them going. Just keep going forward. Once again, we've talked about this. Young team, you know, last year had big senior group. So a lot of guys are trying to figure out their role, who's going to be a leader. And we've had some kids step up. Injury, you know, that makes a world of difference here. Loss of Gross, you know, starts people moving. Once again, you know, Carter Stevens playing on the line. He's been in the backfield doing a great job running the ball hard. And, you know, Jalen King stepping up as a freshman. And he's played well tonight. I mean, we have, like I said, the first half stats were really good for us. So we'll see what happens here. Kickoff, Alexander punches it to Sullivan. Makes one cut. Oh, evades a tackle and then hits 2, 3, 4 Redskins. So he runs the ball hard, gets out to about the 26-yard line. Good run back, positive yardage. And, you know, Sullivan being a sophomore, and he played a little bit last year, but he's expected to do more this year. And he, like you called his name a little bit earlier in the game there on extra points there, blocked one. Doing a really good job. So here we go. We'll see what Donovan can do for us here. 5 minutes, 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Is that Dittmeyer hustling off the field? Top of the field looks like Zach hustled off.
Yes, that's Zach.
So we must be going maybe 30. Blake Thompson might be in the game in the backfield now. Is that him closest to us?
Number 30, Blake, I can't see his number.
Ziadja with the handoff. We'll see if that is number 30. I'm thinking, unless that's Jalen. Nope, that was Jalen. Because it looks like Blake, well, that might have been him. Jalen just gave him 5 in the backfield. Once again, bear with us. We're going to try to bring you the best product we can, but sometimes with the glare and the numbers and the fact that we do have a lot of kids playing now, you know, whoever came over on the bus is in the game.
And it's important in this situation in the game to give these freshmen some reps as we're struggling to field a JV team.
Yeah, and I think they did cancel the JV game just for the fact that we are struggling with numbers. So they're getting in. Grow, that's what we can do. Grow each possession, each handoff of the ball. Oh, ball's loose. Looks like Knox covered it. Ziadja laying on his back. Yeah, Knox recovers the ball. So Redskins will take over on the Cavalier 24-yard line. Will be 1st and 10. Knox, 4 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the ball game. We'll see who comes out for the Redskins. Better get my roster out. See what happens. Might have to use our cameraman Phil's eagle eyes. Help us all out. HNAC scored. North Judson 20, Delphi 14. Harold's yelling, wow. I'm not sure. I think Delphi's ranked this year. I'd have to look that up. Judson's playing well. Here we go. Is that number 10 there, Mr. Stevens in the backfield, quarterback? Trent Messer. Ball hits the field. Tackle, Sam Schaller. Who'd he tackle there? Number 21. So Gunnar Kraus. Gunnar Kraus tackled by Sam Schaller in the backfield. Ball hits the ground. Once again, I think number 10, Trent Messer, in for Redskins at quarterback.
Yeah,
Trent.
Getting a look at some of the Knox's second team here.
Yep, Trent Messer is a freshman, so freshman quarterback for the Redskins. Where they are tight, wing right. Handoff up the middle, number 7.
Stopped by a host of Cavaliers.
Harrison Howard looked like on that run. A couple Cavaliers on the tackle. Clock's at 3:50, ticking down. We'll call this the JV 4-minute drill here. Our JV team played well against Judson last week. Did some really good things. Didn't start scoring until the fourth quarter. Here we go. Messer. Handoff to 21 up the middle. Kind of evades a few tackles. So Gunnar Kraus, he's rumbled over the 15-yard marker to the 14-yard, Cavalier 14-yard line, where it'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Redskins. Once again, you know, in a lopsided game like this, it's nice to see the JV out there getting experience, like you said. These kids, expecting them to do big things for us in the future. Messer handoff to 7. Harrison Howard once again. He's close to the first down marker. Officials call that first down, so it's first down and goal from the 3-yard line for the Redskins. 2 minutes, 48 seconds left in the game. All right, let's go, young Cavaliers. Let's stop them. Get a push, get a push. Messer, shotgun formation, handoff to 7. Looks like he's in for a touchdown. So, touchdown, Harrison Howard for the Redskins. Redskins come on for the extra point. Looks like 23's hustling out, so the kicker, Josh Alexander, in for the extra point for the Redskins.
Coach Zahner's definitely a big picture kind of guy. I mean, after every game, regardless of the outcome, he's always finding the positive and doing a good job here, getting these guys in and letting them get a taste of Friday night.
I tell you what, that's one thing about our coaching staff and our kids. They are there for them, and you know, Coach Zahner leads the rest of the coaching staff. So Alexander kicks up, and it's good. So at the 2-minute 30 mark in the fourth quarter, it's the Redskins 36, Cavaliers 6. And you know that this is once again time for the young players, and anytime you can get a opportunity to get them together on special teams, offense, defense, whatever, all 3 phases, these freshman guys, they're going to grow. So we're going to look at this as 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to get better. Get better every day, get better every play. Okay, we're going to take a short break. You're watching RTC TV 4.
Hey Redskins fans, show your team support by becoming a member of the Knox Athletics Booster Club. The Booster Club helps support all Knox athletic teams grades 5 through 12. Concession volunteers for high school volleyball and basketball games are always welcome. Join us for our next meeting on September 5th at 6 p.m. in the Redskin Room at Knox Middle School. Redskin fans welcome.
Welcome back to RTC TV4's coverage of Cavalier football. Here we go, kickoff, deep, handoff. Looks like Sullivan bringing it over the left side, breaks one tackle, hit at the 20-yard line by another Redskin. Great show of sportsmanship. Sam Schaller helps him up, but the Redskin offered a hand. You like to see that. Cavalier ball, 1st and 10 from their own 20. You know, talking with Steve Stricker, who's training Chris Stevens and myself for tonight's game, there's a whole bunch of different items that we're going to have to get used to, like coming in and coming out of commercials and breaks. I know there's something that I need to read in a way that we do it. That's official. We're going to try to get better. I'm going to try to get better. I'm not going to make any excuses, but my 47-year-old eyes can't see the fine print here. I just got to practice and warm up, and that's what this is. And, you know, Chris is a little bit younger than I am, so maybe I'll hand off the sheet and he can break us in and out until I can either get my prescription changed or learn how to do this thing. But we're going to try to give you the best product we can. But once again, I'm very happy with RTC TV4 giving the Culver Cavaliers and the Culver community this option to play games, and it doesn't matter what it is. It's really nice, and we can bring Culver action to you.
Yeah, the opportunity for our fans to be able to watch these games when they're not able to actually make it to the field is going to be huge for some of our fans.
Here we go. Ziadja's handoff up the middle. Jalen King spins. He's close to the first down marker. Redskins stop him at the Cavalier 28-yard line. We're going to bring up a second down. Second down and about 3 for the Cavaliers. 2 minutes, close to the 2-minute mark. You know, it's nice that we can cover some volleyball next week. We haven't done that, so we'll figure that out. I'm sure, you know, everything's on the table for what we can cover at Culver. I know I heard Steve say last week that we can cover band performances, choir performances, special events that are going on in Culver. We'd like to start a coaches show, let our coaches kind of get on and talk about what they're trying to do to make our student athletes better. So we really appreciate what we're doing here. Donovan Ziadja under center. Handoff stacked up once again. Knox and Culver kind of pushing the back. See who gets up from that. Looks like that is,
I believe that's
20, Jalen King. Yep. Want to make sure we call who's got it. I'm sure there's some parents out there, grandparents would love to hear their name of their family members called, so I want to make sure I get this right.
Looks like we got a Chris Pratt out there.
Chris Pratt. I'm going to start calling out some names of the kids we see. Blake Thompson in the backfield.
Watching you, Pennsylvania.
Ziadja, once again, under center, handoff. Looks like Blake Thompson over the right side, busts it loose, close to the first down marker. Looks like he went over on momentum. That'll give the Cavaliers a first down. Great run by Blake there.
Looks like we got a pair of Zayners out there. It looks like Austin Zayner, Alex Zayner out there.
Alex.
I believe I see Hunter Taylor jogging onto the field right now.
Yep, Hunter Evans, 76, is out there. Like to see Ziadja giving the boys 5 off the field. 26, 27 seconds. Don't really need to run a play, but we'll see what happens.
If you want, give them a shot. Say Randy McGriff and Fishers, and then watching in Pennsylvania. They'll get a kick out of that.
Okay, it looks like that will do it for tonight's action. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final score here at Knox School Field. Knox 36, your Cavaliers 6.
I want to give a shout out here to Mr. Stricker, just handed me his phone, said he's got some comments from a Randy McGriff all the way in Fishers, Indiana, and John Held even in Pennsylvania. Thanks for tuning in.
Nice. I know I gave my uncle in West Virginia the call number, so hopefully he's going to watch the replay at some point in time. So here we go. We're going to let Chris read the fine print there. We're going to try to figure out how we wrap up the game. Okay, well, it's kind of left up to us in tonight's game. Once again, I'm going to throw this out there, and we'll let Mr. Stevens give us what he thinks. Young Cavalier football team, we were hanging right in there. Halftime score, I don't like the number, but for what it could have been, and like I said, I threw some stats out there. Our statisticians, the Nice boys, kind of gave them a call to give us some halftime stats, so maybe that'll happen in the games to come. But, you know, everybody that puts this together, coaches, statisticians, trainer, everybody. It's nice to see the the young Cavaliers get out there and get some experience. And, you know, it is what it is. Final score, we don't like it, but move forward.
Yeah, I know, like I said earlier, Coach Zahner is going to definitely look at game film tonight and take the positive away from this that he can and try to build and develop these younger players and hope that we can get Colin Daly back and healthy next week, who's a starter that we lost, and maybe get some more people moved around, and we'll look to go to battle again next Friday.
Yep, agreed. So West Central at Cavalier Field next week. Also, you know, going to throw this out there. We have 2 volleyball games, Tuesday at Argus, and then Thursday at home, pink out game versus South Bend Career Academy. So the Cavalier volleyball. I mean, I know this week we had a preparation week for Mr. Stevens and I talking about how we're going to do this. And after going through the first game here, getting some jitters out, I had a fun time. I appreciate it, and I appreciate Steve Stricker and, you know, all the help he's given us. Hopefully he comes back next week. We still need that technical advice to hook everything up, and I know there's a lot. You know, Phil, the cameraman, he came, gave Colton Miller a week off. He's our cameraman. And then Q was here for a half, kind of watched, and he'll be back with us. So I know next week we'll see what I do. I'm usually the voice of the Cavaliers, but, you know, we'll see what happens. But I appreciate the time, and I really enjoyed doing this.
Hey, that's going to wrap up tonight's coverage of Culver Community High School football on RTC TV4. For Phil, Steve, and Shane, I am Chris Stevens saying goodnight from Knox High School.